A catalytic converter replacement now runs between $2,000 and $3,000 at most American shops. On a Toyota Tundra, a Ford F-150, or a Honda CR-V, that bill can climb past $4,000 for one component buried in your exhaust system that you have probably never laid eyes on. Most mechanics will tell you a clogged converter cannot be cleaned. They are wrong. A 20-minute method used quietly in Japanese repair shops for decades can clear it for less than $25. No tools, no lift, no crawling under the car. It will not save every converter, and I will tell you exactly when it fails. But for the millions clogged with carbon right now, this is the simplest $1,000 repair you will ever skip. What is actually happening inside your converter? Before you can fix it, you have to understand what is actually going on inside that part. And almost nobody does. Your catalytic converter sits in the exhaust line between the engine and the muffler. Inside the metal housing is a ceramic honeycomb structure with thousands of microscopic passages running through it. That honeycomb is coated with three precious metals: platinum, palladium, rhodium. When hot exhaust passes over those metals, a chemical reaction kicks off that converts toxic gases like carbon monoxide and unburned hydrocarbons into less harmful substances like carbon dioxide and water vapor. When the honeycomb is clean, exhaust flows through freely and the conversion happens efficiently. But over tens of thousands of miles, carbon deposits, oil residue, and unburned fuel start coating the inside of those passages. One by one, the channels narrow. The exhaust gets restricted. The engine starts choking on its own fumes. Here's the part most drivers get wrong. A converter does not fail overnight. It suffocates slowly, quietly, invisibly. Think of it like a kitchen drain. It does not stop working all at once. It just gets narrower and narrower until one day the water pools in the sink and refuses to move. Your converter behaves the exact same way. By the time the check engine light comes on, the clog has been building for years. The symptoms and the real cost. The symptoms of a clogged converter are not subtle. The check engine light pops on almost always with a P0420 code, which simply means catalyst efficiency below threshold. Acceleration starts feeling lazy, like the car aged 10 years overnight. Fuel economy drops. You may notice a faint rotten egg smell from the tailpipe. That sulfur smell is exhaust that is no longer being properly converted. In severe cases, the engine can barely breathe because exhaust back pressure has climbed so high, the cylinders cannot push spent gases out fast enough. There is a quick test you can run in your driveway. Have someone rev the engine while you hold a hand near the tailpipe. A healthy exhaust pulse feels strong and steady. A clogged converter gives you a weak, smothered flow. A mechanic with a back pressure gauge can confirm the issue. Readings above 3 pounds per square inch at 2,500 revolutions per minute typically point to a restriction. Most drivers see those symptoms, panic, and end up at the dealership counter staring at a quote between $2,000 and $3,000. On a Ford F-250, replacement runs between $2,900 and $3,100. Even a basic Honda Civic converter costs $500 to $800 just for the part. That is before labor. The Japanese method. This is where the Japanese method enters the picture, and it is almost embarrassingly simple. Repair shops across Japan, from independent garages in Osaka to high-mileage taxi fleets in Tokyo, have used a two-step approach for decades that they consider standard maintenance, not a last resort, just routine practice before anyone reaches for a replacement part. Step 1. Pour a catalytic converter cleaner into your fuel tank when it is about a quarter full. Step 2. Drive at sustained high engine speed on the highway for about 20 minutes. That is the entire method. No jack stands, no wrenches, no crawling under the car. You pour, you drive, you are done. But here is the part most drivers miss when they try this and walk away disappointed. This is not really about the cleaning product. The product matters, but it is not the star of the show. The star is heat. A catalytic converter only reaches its peak working temperature between 800 degrees Fahrenheit and roughly 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. That is extremely hot. and most American drivers never push their cars hard enough or long enough to reach those numbers. Short trips to the grocery store, idling in drive-through, stop-and-go traffic. The converter never gets hot enough to burn anything off. The self-cleaning science, it is like owning a self-cleaning oven and never once turning on the cleaning cycle. The capability is built in. The engineering was deliberate, but if you never trigger it, you may as well not have it at all. When you push your engine to 2,500 or 3,000 revolutions per minute and hold it there for 20 continuous minutes on the highway, you are forcing exhaust temperatures into the range where carbon deposits literally start to incinerate. The honeycomb reaches what engineers call the self-regeneration zone. Carbon oxidizes. It burns into harmless gas. It exits the tailpipe. The converter cleans itself exactly the way it was designed to. This is the same principle behind why diesel vehicles run regeneration cycles for their particulate filters. The system intentionally gets hot to burn off soot. Your gasoline engine has the same capability. It just does not run on a schedule. That part is up to you. The key word is sustained. 2 short bursts on a Tuesday and a Thursday do almost nothing. The deposits never reach combustion temperature long enough to clear. One uninterrupted 20-minute run does the job. Think of it like trying to boil water. You cannot boil half on Tuesday and the rest on Thursday. Heat needs time. The Italian tune-up and the chemical piece. This concept is not unique to Japan. In Europe, mechanics call it the Italian tune-up. The name comes from the idea that Italian sports car owners naturally keep their engines spinning at high revolutions per minute, which inadvertently keeps their exhaust systems clean. The car is doing the maintenance on its own. Most American driving habits do the exact opposite, but the Japanese approach goes one step further. It adds a chemical component on top of the heat, and that combination is what makes the method significantly more effective than either approach alone. Here is what actually happens when you add the cleaner. The product enters your fuel tank, mixes with the gasoline, and gets carried through combustion in the engine. From there, it travels into the exhaust as a chemical vapor containing compounds specifically designed to dissolve carbon. These vapors hit the converter while the heat is doing its work. The chemistry softens and breaks down the deposits from the inside out. The heat then combusts what the chemistry has loosened. Neither method alone is as effective as both together. Heat without the cleaner does a partial job. Cleaner without the heat does a partial job. The Japanese method works because it combines them on purpose in a specific order at specific temperatures. That is the entire trick. Which cleaner to use? So which cleaner should you actually use? The most well-known product in this category is called Cataclean. It is registered with the Environmental Protection Agency, available at almost every auto parts store, and runs around $20 to $25 a bottle. The patented formula creates an acidic vapor during combustion that targets carbon buildup directly on the converter honeycomb, the oxygen sensors, and the exhaust gas recirculation valve. According to the manufacturer, it can reduce hydrocarbon emissions by up to 50%. The instructions are simple. Pour 1 full bottle into about a quarter tank of fuel, somewhere around 4 gallons. Top off the tank with quality gasoline and head straight to the highway. I have linked Cataclean in the description so you can grab a bottle without hunting around. It is the same product Japanese mechanics have been recommending for years. Other strong options include Chevron Techron, which uses a powerful detergent called polyetheramine. That compound is one of the most effective fuel system cleaning agents on the market. There is also Liqui Moly Catalytic System Cleaner. All three run between $8 and $25 a bottle, which is roughly 1% of what a converter replacement costs, 1% of the repair bill in a bottle. The proof. The real-world results of this method are not theoretical. They are documented. One Lexus owner used Cataclean on his 2008 LS 460 with 260,000 miles on the clock. He passed his next emissions test and noticed measurably improved drivability. Another owner of a Lexus RX 330 ran a bottle through every 5,000 miles and managed to keep a failing converter alive for an additional 40,000 miles before finally replacing it at 291,000 miles. That is years of extra service from a $25 bottle and a few highway runs. A Chevy Silverado owner reported his P0420 code cleared after a single treatment and 20 minutes of highway driving. The check engine light stayed off. Multiple owners on the major automotive forums report similar experiences. Code clears within 1 to 2 days, improved fuel economy, smoother acceleration, the sluggish, choked feeling gone. Hey, real quick, if you are getting value out of this, take a second and tap that like button. It tells the algorithm to push this video out to other drivers who need this fix. Thank you. Now back to the part most drivers wish someone had told them sooner, the part where this method does not work. When this method does not work. Now we have to talk about the part most videos leave out, because there are real situations where no amount of cleaner and no amount of highway driving will save your converter. Being honest about this matters. If the ceramic honeycomb inside has physically melted or fused together, cleaning will not help. This happens when an engine misfires badly or runs extremely rich for an extended period. Raw fuel ends up in the converter, ignites, and generates temperatures far beyond what the ceramic was built to handle. The honeycomb literally melts into a solid mass. No chemical dissolves that. If the internal substrate has cracked, you will hear a distinct rattling from underneath the car, especially on cold starts. Simple test. Tap the converter housing gently. If you hear loose material rattling inside like a maraca, cleaning will not fix it. You need a replacement. And if your engine has underlying problems, a worn ring burning oil, a blown head gasket, faulty oxygen sensors, then cleaning the converter is like mopping the floor while the faucet is running. Address the root cause first. A fixed DOBD2 scanner linked in the description below plugs into the port under your dash and reads codes in plain English. It costs around $30 and tells you whether the converter is the real problem or just a symptom of something upstream. The exact step-by-step. Here is the exact step-by-step so you can do this yourself today. Start with your fuel tank at about 1/4 full, roughly 4 gallons remaining. Pour the entire bottle of catalytic converter cleaner into the tank. Fill the tank the rest of the way with quality gasoline, premium if your owner's manual recommends it. Drive to a stretch of highway where you can maintain steady speed without traffic interruptions. Keep your engine speed between 2,500 and 3,000 revolutions per minute for at least 20 continuous minutes. If your car cruises at 65 miles per hour in too high a gear to hit those numbers, drop down a gear, sport mode, manual mode, downshift if you can. The revolutions matter more than the speed. After the 20 minutes is done, drive normally and burn through the rest of the tank over the next few days. If you have an OBD2 scanner, clear your codes and watch whether they come back. The check engine light will not always disappear instantly. The car's computer needs several drive cycles to retest converter efficiency. If the method worked, the P0420 code will stay gone within the next 100 to 150 miles. Preventive maintenance. For ongoing prevention, Japanese mechanics recommend repeating this process every 3 to 4 months, or roughly every 5,000 miles. That is especially true if you primarily drive in the city. One sustained highway run per month, even without the cleaner, can prevent carbon from accumulating in the first place. Think of it as exercise for your exhaust system. Cars were never designed to idle, creep through traffic, and shut off after a 5-minute drive over and over for years on end. The engineering assumed they would breathe, that they would get used, that at least once in a while you would let them stretch out and run. When you do not give them that, the carbon piles up the way it does in any system used at half capacity. Japanese taxi drivers run their vehicles for 8 to 12 continuous hours per shift. Their converters reach full operating temperature and stay there all day. Carbon never gets a chance to settle in. Most American drivers do the opposite. 5 minutes to work, 5 minutes to the store, 7 minutes to school drop-off. The converter sits at 300 or 400 degrees its entire life. Deposits accumulate. The engine shuts off before any of it burns off. Over years, the result is exactly the failure you are paying $2,000 to fix. A few extra tips can make this method even more effective. First, check that your engine is in good running condition before you attempt it. Make sure your spark plugs are not fouled. Your air filter is not clogged. Your oxygen sensors are functioning. A misfiring engine will dump unburned fuel directly into the converter and make the problem worse instead of better. Second, use quality gasoline. If you have been filling up at the cheapest pumps you can find, switch to a top-tier brand for at least the next few tanks. Top-tier fuels from Chevron, Shell, Exxon, BP, or Mobil contain higher concentrations of detergent additives that keep the fuel system and exhaust path cleaner. Japanese fuel standards are stricter in several ways, including lower sulfur caps and tougher detergent requirements. That is one quiet reason their converters last as long as they do. Third, do not be alarmed if you notice a stronger exhaust smell during or right after the treatment. Slightly sulfurous, slightly sharp, that is carbon deposits combusting and exiting the system. It is not damage. It is a sign the process is doing exactly what it is supposed to do. The rhodium factor. There is one last thing worth mentioning, and it changes the way you should think about this entire repair. The precious metals inside your catalytic converter, the platinum, the palladium, and the rhodium, are genuinely valuable. Rhodium alone has traded at over $10,000 per ounce in recent years, more than gold, more than platinum, more than almost any metal on the open market. That is exactly why catalytic converter theft has exploded into a nationwide epidemic. Thieves slide under a parked truck or SUV with a battery-powered saw and cut the converter off in under 2 minutes. Hybrids and trucks are the easiest targets. The most stolen targets in America right now include the Toyota Prius, the Honda CR-V, the Ford F-150, and the Toyota Tundra. Sound familiar? Replacement after theft can run between $1,000 and $3,000, depending on the vehicle. So keeping your existing converter functioning as long as possible is not just about avoiding a repair bill. It is about protecting an asset that is literally worth its weight in precious metals. The longer it stays in good working order, the longer you avoid both the repair shop and the parking lot thief. The bottom line. So here is the bottom line. Before you write a $2,000 check to replace your catalytic converter, try a $25 bottle of cleaner and 20 minutes on the highway. It is the simplest automotive maintenance move most American drivers have never heard of, and it has been quietly saving Japanese car owners money for decades. If the converter is just clogged with carbon, and statistically most of them are, there is a real chance this fixes it. If it does not, you are out $25 and one afternoon of your time. Not thousands. That is all for today. If this video saved you from an unnecessary repair, smash that like button and subscribe so you do not miss the next one. Drop a comment below telling me your make, model, and what the dealer quoted you. See you in the next video.